me, what would it take to get you to listen to a new radio station?
Are we talking dollars here?
Try $10,000.
Wow, what station?
The new Mix 102 FM.
The new Mix 102 FM could make you $10,000 richer.
But you gotta listen to win.
Look out tomorrow.
What's making the powerful Grand Prix Coupe even easier to handle? And what's making the Grand Prix four-door sedan even easier to get into? The same thing that's making the special touring edition of the Grand Prix even more special. This $2,000 cash back for a limited time. See your Pontiac dealer now.
Patty Austin and Siskel and Ebert on the next Arsenio.
From Television City in Hollywood, star of the new comedy series Sydney, Valerie Bertinelli. From Normal Life, singer, actress, and always outrageous, Moon Unit Zappa. And singer, choreographer, Maurice Hines. Plus, Tom Scott and the band, along with me, Dan Miller. All here tonight on the Pat Sajak Show. Ladies and gentlemen, Pat Sajak.
Very much. Oh! I just want to be sure you were done. You know, our audience, before the show, our fine warm-up boy, John Melikar, keeps the folks entertained, and sometimes the folks in the audience will display a talent or two. Are they bringing instruments now? Did I hear? Before the show, it sounded lovely, whoever did that. Was it guitar? You brought your own guitar? No, that's good. We'll have a full orchestra here tomorrow night. Did you watch the Oscars, everybody? Everybody watch them last night? It was a great ceremony. Is the show over, by the way? Yeah. I wanted to go, but a series of circumstances sort of conspired to keep me away. First of all, I had this great tux being made for the event. It was just beautiful, kind of outrageous, and wouldn't you know it, some of the material didn't arrive from overseas, and they get a chance to finish it. And then my limo, I had this great stretch limo, was going to take me there, and it was late getting to my house, so that didn't work out. And third, I wasn't invited. That bothered me too. Do you know how many people watch? You know how many people watch the Oscars? This is true around the world. 1 billion people. That's a quarter of the Earth's population. You know how many 1 billion is? Take the number of popcorn tubs that Roger Ebert has emptied since he's been reviewing movies. Divide by 2, and there you have it. Valerie Bertinelli's on the show tonight, and as you may know, sure. Valerie is married to rock singer Eddie Van Halen, and I've heard this story, I don't know whether it's true, but that when Van Halen used to perform, when they performed, that they insist in their dressing room that they have M&Ms, a bowl of M&Ms with none of the brown ones in there. I will check this with Valerie. So in the bowl tonight, we have all of Eddie's brown M&Ms. There we go. All brown. And now that I've touched all of them, I'm sure our guests will enjoy eating them. Anyway, we checked the bowl. One thing I haven't checked in a long time is this great invention I have at home. This is the video doorbell answering machine. If you don't have one, folks, you should get one. It's a way you can see who's come to your house, and I haven't had a chance to spend a lot of time there the last few days. So, Artie, if you'd roll the videotape, folks, you can watch your monitors here, and we'll just check out who's been at my house lately. Hi, this is Pat. I'm not here right now, but my video doorbell answering machine will take your message at the beep.
Pat, I'm desperate. I got a problem, a big problem, but nobody will listen to me. Every time I bring it up, they cut me off. Here's my problem. I can't...
Hey, Mr. Sajak. This is Goober, your mechanic. I just finished working on your car. Everything's okay. But I found something in the back seat, and I was just wondering, how do you fit in with these?
Repent, repent, repent. And if I were you, I would repent it blue.
Remember that repent joke, folks? This is the writer who wrote it. I found him hiding under his desk.
You're through, Bernie. Get off the lot.
Hey, Sajak, that damn mongrel of yours just bit me. I'm gonna sue your butt, pal. For all I know, this thing's got rabies.
Hi, I'm Steve.
I'm Bob. We're the world's only interracial,
Transsexual.
two-headed Siamese twins. Do you know where Geraldo lives?
I mentioned this lady is here. It's always a pleasure to have her along. You remember, of course, from her long-running CBS series, One Day at a Time, and now she has a new series on this very network. It's called Sydney, which airs Wednesdays at 8:30. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Valerie Bertinelli. Hi. Silly. Hey. It's a married woman.
Thank you. Oh, okay.
All right. They
Wait a second. I'm enjoying this.
Sorry. It's just there was a recent parole hearing for a couple of them, and we want to make her. Did you call me silly? Is that what you
You're
called me?
very silly.
Well, thank you very much.
You're
I guess
welcome.
you've been well. You've been good.
I've been really good.
I know
You?
you've been busy. I've been
Mr.
fine.
Newlywed?
I know it's pretty. And you're a veteran of
I'm a veteran at the old marriage game. Yeah.
Over 9 years already.
It'll be 9 years, April 11th.
Yeah. And
So they're tabloids.
Are you just sick of, I want to say, defending your marriage? I mean, it seems like for 9 years you've been doing that.
I'm real sick of defending my marriage. It's like it's gotten to a point now that it's just like, look, we're married. Leave us alone already. You know, we're going to be married. We've been married. We're going to be married for a long time, and that's it.
So why do you stay married to this guy? No, I'm just being silly. Is this M&M story true, or did we just make that up?
No, it's actually true. That was in one of the writers. I don't know why. I guess they had something about brown M&Ms. I don't know why. Van Halen, they're a very...
But will Eddie eat a brown M&M if you stuck one in front of him?
Yeah, he'll eat a brown M&M, but not on tour.
Okay. Don't say we don't ask hard-hitting questions on this show. You know, it occurred to me in reading this introduction, you've really been a loyal CBS person over the years. I mean, One Day at a Time ran for, what, 27 years, something like that?
You're aging me here.
It had a good long run.
9 years, yeah, and started in 75.
And you did a lot of TV movies for this network?
CBS,
and now another series?
I like CBS. I like the people here. I like working for them, with them. They've always been really good to me, so why should I change?
On behalf of everyone who works here, management, from the top to the bottom, I just want to say thank you for saying something nice about us. It's been so long. Why don't you write a book? Well, that is...
I don't know. I mean, there's no sense in, network bashing or anything. They've been very good to me, and, why leave them when they're down?
And you just look at yourself as as part of the resuscitation.
Hey, maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, so far the show's gotten really good reviews, and the numbers have been good for the time slot that we're in, and I'm just hoping they'll get better. And CBS said they'll give it a chance, and I trust them.
Yeah. Now, Sydney is kind of a... I don't know if it's like you or not, a little bit of a loudmouth character. Is that a way to put it? I mean, you don't seem that way.
No, I'm definitely a loudmouth.
you?
Ask my family. Yeah.
Yeah?
I do a lot of screaming and ranting and raving at home. I mean, just like funny stuff. I don't, scream, rant, and rave, like argue-wise.
Were you like that when you were on One Day at a Time when you were the young
As
young
a
kid
matter of
there?
fact, I was very meek and very shy and very, I barely opened my mouth. And there was this one director who I'll never forget, and he hasn't worked since then, but from the booth, they have these booths up there, and you hear this godlike voice shout down at you from, to the stage, and I was just like not projecting my lines enough, I guess, and he like started screaming at me, ranting and raving, using all these cuss words, and here I am, 15, just started the show, going, yes, Mr. Director, I'll speak louder. And I think ever since then, it's like, okay, I have free reign to just open my mouth and say anything I want.
Good. And you sort of blackballed this guy from show business?
Basically.
Yeah. Oh, good. It's good to know you have that kind of power. Actually, since we're talking about the show, this might be a good time before to go to commercial here to show a little clip of what...
Of Sydney!
Of Sydney,
My favorite
yeah.
show, yeah.
Tell the folks what this is, and we'll...
Oh, applause already. You guys watched it Wednesday night? Oh, great. Thank you. We'll watch it again tomorrow night. It's even better. It's getting better and better every week. This is a clip...
You've got the job now. So...
Well, I'm not totally...
Okay, go ahead.
I've got 13 weeks of the year. I want more.
Oh, boy.
I'm greedy. Anyway, this is a clip. I believe it'll probably speak for itself, but it's between me and Matt, I believe, and I think that I'm the messy one and he's the clean one, and we're arguing about that.
All right, well, that sounds good. Sydney, Valerie Bertinelli, what?
Just one more question. When you first...
You make fun of me because I happen to be a clean person.
You're not clean, you're insane.
I am insane. I am insane. Look at this apartment, Sydney. It looks like the inside of a stomach.
Well, it's fun. Wednesday. We'll take a break. We'll come back and talk some more. Valerie Bertinelli. We'll be right back.
Special bulletin. Early this morning, people all over town have reported unusual sightings in their Easter baskets. Peanut butter Easter eggs.
Anyone who knows Easter knows Reese's peanut butter eggs are Easter's best. Two great tastes that taste great together, all dressed up for the holiday.
Washington is highly optimistic. High-ranking officials have...
Reese's peanut butter Easter eggs. They're getting quite a reception.
Sometimes it's wonderful to be in a hospital. Like when you've given birth to the most beautiful baby. Another nice thing was the nurse gave me Kerry lotion. It smoothed my rough, dry skin. Now my hands are soft, like hers.
Kerry lotion. Skin care even hospitals trust.
What pain. My teeth. The dentist said there was no serious damage. He gave me a different medicine, Nuprin. What a relief. And for my tough headaches, 2 Nuprin stop pain better than extra-strength Tylenol.
Nuprin. Little, yellow, different, better.
If you're a woman, watch out for a shoe that doesn't protect your bones. But watch this. New Easy Spirit shock blockers actually block shock waves that ordinarily would have shot right through her body. New Easy Spirit, because a woman's bones need extra protection, especially when you're over 30. Shock blocker aerobic shoes, tennis shoes, running shoes. When you've got Easy Spirit, you've got good shocks.
Easy Spirit at the Cobby Shop.
An average of more than once a week for the past 6 years, he's come home to his state to listen and to learn. Paul Simon, 400 town meetings in every part of Illinois. From them have come a powerful sense of people and their needs, from concerns like missing children, to new ideas that help young families afford a first home, to the fundamental cause of saving Social Security. It's a special way to be a senator, a special bond with people. Paul Simon of Illinois.
Tom, welcome back. Valerie Bertinelli, otherwise known as Sydney, is with us. You're also producing.
I love your audience.
Yeah, well, they're a happy bunch. Oh, you know how to get cheap applause. Are you about to turn
What, Pat?
30?
Yes, I am.
Are you okay with
I'm
this?
about to turn 30.
Any trauma involved? Can I get you an M&M?
It depends from day to day.
No.
It depends from day to day how I feel when I wake up. If I can get out of bed just fine and stand up, then I'm fine. If I kind of have to crawl out of bed and not want to face the day, then I don't want to be 30.
Yeah, there is something magical about that age. I don't know.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, it's fine. It'll be the best years of your life.
How did you feel?
I was so long ago. I have no recollection at all. It seemed okay. Life went on. I always found the next year in a decade to be difficult. If you're 30, you can say, yeah, I just turned 30. I used to be in my 20s. When you're 31, then you're really in your 30s. You're like stuck there for at least a decade.
It's only a year difference.
Yeah. Have I depressed you totally?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Well, when I got married when I was 20. I mean, that's like almost a decade ago. That's scary.
Is your husband doing, they're using his music on the
Yeah, the opening theme is from my favorite song from their last album called Finish What You Started.
Yeah.
And,
yeah,
great song.
Did he have, do you have to negotiate for the rights with him, or is he a tough one?
It's a little tough, you know, because, I mean, Van Halen being on TV isn't like a really, like, thing that you see all the time unless it's MTV. So it was kind of hard to get the song, and I had to beg and plead, and finally they said, well, I guess if it's you, you can have it, you know.
Well, that was nice of him.
It was very nice of him, yeah.
Actually, we have another little snippet from the show that you actually might not be aware of, but I'm told occasionally on sets things don't go according to plan. I think the technical word for these would be screw-ups.
Okay, yeah. This will be fun to watch then.
Yeah.
We've only done 10 shows, and we already have like an hour and a half worth of bloopers.
Congratulations. I don't know what we're going to see. Obviously, you don't either. So we'll just see things that trying to happen on Sydney.
Okay, trying to get work done.
Action! Keep on going, and... Keep on going, and... Action!
Got a date for the wedding?
Please, don't ask me how it's going, how it went. Thank you. Matt, please. Okay, no, I'm a professional and I can do this. Matt, please. Don't ask me how it's going. I can do this! I'm sorry, I apologize. Wasting precious film here. Matt, please.
I don't know how dumb this question is. I've asked a lot of them in my life, and I'll see where this ranks in the pantheon of dumbness. But do you ever get tired of? Has it ever been a problem looking the way you do? I mean, you're gorgeous, but it's that it's that perky, wholesome. You know what I mean? Has there ever been a problem in casting or anything? People say.
Well, yeah, I guess being almost 32 and like not really looking it. So I'm actually okay with turning 30 because I don't quite look it yet. But people just think of me this perky, cute kind of thing, and sometimes it is harder to get roles that other 30-year-olds can get. Yeah, but.
Would you like to, before you leave, and I know you have to go here in a moment, you're taken off for the. Would you like to say something really horrible so that people will know that there's another side to you? I'd like to say something really disgusting. I mean, we can bleep it.
I want to say something really disgusting.
Yeah,
I'm going to say something
really disgusting. Why don't you look into the camera, really, and just say something really horrible, and we can bleep it if it's too bad.
I'm not going to do that.
I thought I'd take a shot.
Oh, do it. You do it.
Come on, get something off your chest. There must be something that you're really steamed about.
Actually, right now, I'm really steamed about a magazine that printed that I was doing something that I never did. So
and
I'm
if
really.
If you could meet the person in person who was responsible for it, what would you call him anything?
I'd call him a couple words that, yeah, schiaffalafatch is what I'd say. You know?
Oh, well, we have to get out the dictionary before we decide whether we have
Italian, and it's not real bad, but that's from my grandmother, because this is what I would want to do to the guy if I ever ran into him. I was schiaffalafatch.
Okay, well, I'll look forward to that.
Okay.
And again, Sydney is Wednesday nights, 8:30?
Wednesday nights, 8:30 on CBS.
A lot of luck with it. Thanks
a
Valerie.
lot.
Nice seeing you again.
Thanks.
Valerie Bertinelli, folks. We'll take a break and be back. Moon Unit Zappa.
Crispier, cheesier, chunkier, spicier, zestier, tastier.
New improved French bread pizza from Weight Watchers.
Who else?
Fact. Daily stress can chip away at your body's supply of B vitamins. But one-a-day vitamins are uniquely formulated to help put back what your world takes away. Did you take your one-a-day today? Fact. Strenuous exercise can actually knock essential minerals right out of your system. But one-a-day vitamins are uniquely formulated to help put back what your world takes away. Did you take your one-a-day today?
It can be hard looking at crunchy roasted almonds and creamy milk chocolate. Unless you have a Hershey almond bar to keep you company. Hershey, the great American chocolate bar.
Hi, I'm Martin Mull. Did you know that 75% of the time spent in a hotel room is with the lights off? Sleeping. So why check into a $60 a night motel when you can get a room at a Red Roof Inn like this? Every bit is clean, every bit is comfortable, and yes, every bit is dark for about $30 less.
Next time, hit the roof. Red Roof Inns. Call 1-800-THE-ROOF.
You can stay at the Ritz, and it doesn't get any darker than this.
You're looking at months of painstaking planning, years of dreaming, more than a few sacrifices. At Marilat, we know how much time and effort people put into their new kitchens. That's why we put so much time and effort into our cabinets. With Marilat, one sacrifice you'll never make is quality. Marilat, we make dream kitchens come true. Marilat is available at KDA for the heart of your home.
Every so often, someone special comes along. After graduating from the University of Illinois, Lynn Martin taught high school and raised a family. In the 70s, she took on new challenges as a state senator caring for the needs of others. Elected to Congress in 1980, Lynn became the first woman voted to Republican leadership. A recognized champion of tax cuts and spending restraints, she's ready to do more for Illinois.
And my state deserves the best.
Lynn Martin for United States Senate.
Welcome back. By the way, tomorrow night, Gary Marshall, who's directing a new film which is like the #1 box office smash in the country called Pretty Woman, is here. Musician Hugh Masekela and comedian Dennis Wolfberg will be with us as well. Right now is a lady who made her first big mark in television, in show business, that is, at age 14 with the hit record Valley Girl. Now she's the star of her own TV series right here on this very network. It's on Wednesday nights. Oddly enough. Can't be on at 8:30 because Valerie show's on 8:30.
It's right before Sydney.
Yeah, all right, that's what it is. It's called Normal Life, and she is called Moon Unit Zappa. Hello, Moon. Nice to meet you. Now, as I understand everything here, I call you Moon because Unit is a middle name.
Unit is my middle name, but yeah, you can call me Moon, but strangers should call me Moon Unit.
That's the more formal version. And we've known each other for a good 2 minutes now,
right.
so it's quite all right. It struck me that maybe the only downside of having a kind of an unusual name is you always have to talk about your name. I mean, if you were Betty Joe Zappa, we'd be on to something else. We'd be talking about normal life, right?
But now we're going to spend a good portion of this interview just talking about my name.
No. We won't do that. But Moon is fine.
Yeah.
And
for you.
Okay.
Pat,
Thank you. Could you call me Patrick Leonard?
Gladly, Patrick Leonard. Okay.
Thank you very much. And now, does Dweezil have a middle name?
No, he does not. Because he had a bunch of other names that, actually, when Dweezil was born, the hospital was really, they were not pleased that my mother was going to name him Dweezil. So they said, well, he has to have other names. And so he had a bunch of other middle names at the time. He was named after my father's band. His name was Dweezil Ian Donald Calvin Euclid Zappa. And the hospital printed up all the other names before Dweezil.
Before Dweezil.
And then he had them surgically removed later on. He decided he did not want those names at all. So his birth certificate now just says Dweezil Zappa, which is how it's always, I suppose, meant to be.
Now, what's odd is that your parents actually have what you would call fairly regular names. I mean, Frank, there are lots.
They didn't name themselves.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
See, you clarified that for me. Thank you. Thank you. I wish I'd thought of that. Yeah. Now, are you pleased with the show you're doing here? Because I read something in which you seemed to be kind of negative about what came out on the air, and then I read something else that said that you really didn't have all those unkind things to say. So I don't know. How's the show going? What do you think?
Well, you know, it's difficult to do all the print stuff because you can't see the face that I'm making. You can't see the body language and all that kind of stuff. And Patrick Leonard, you shouldn't believe everything you read.
This is shocking news. You mean it can be misinterpreted?
Show, I say Emmy time for our show. I say it's that good. And
That's good. That's good. Well, this is quite an about face.
Normal Life in Sydney.
I think
Whoa.
so. Just be walking up and down that aisle accepting those little statuettes. Well, that's good. And that clears the air, and that clarifies everything. And now we must take a commercial break, but we'll come back and we'll talk more about other things and politics and everything with Moon and Patrick Leonard.
At Burger King, that flame-broiled taste you've always loved is about to take a new turn to chicken. Introducing the BK Broiler. For a chicken sandwich with that flame-broiled taste, sometimes you've got to break the rules. And now, Burger King is turning hours into seconds. Because after 4 p.m., when you buy one BK Broiler flame-broiled chicken sandwich, you get a second for just 99 cents. For a great deal on a great-tasting chicken sandwich, sometimes you've got to break the rules.
Meet a private eye with a PhD in TLC.
Hey, is that the non-stick kind that kind of doesn't hurt when you peel it off?
I don't know. Let's check.
Valerie Bertinelli, Sydney, Wednesday.
What is the new mixed grill at Baker Square?
It's shrimp on rice.
Beef.
Chicken.
Pasta.
Shrimp on pasta.
It's your choice of hand-trimmed filet mignon, marinated chicken breast, and scampi-style black tiger shrimp.
Shrimp on chicken. Shrimp on pasta. Shrimp on pasta.
Served with your choice of pasta or rice pilaf, each with a 6-vegetable medley.
Yes.
What is the new mixed grill at Baker Square? You decide.
It's a good excuse to have some pie.
It's Old Thunder.
Okay, look at that. I knew Old Thunder would win the race.
Well, that's the fun of it, guessing who will win. See those cameras up there?
Yeah?
People can watch the race on TV, maybe in a nice restaurant, and play a hunch.
You mean they didn't know Old Thunder was going to win the race?
Heck no, they played a hunch.
Not me. I knew Old Thunder was going to win that race.
It was a hunch.
Huh?
Oh, nothing. So, who do you like in the 4th race?
Mystery lovers and their love lives. At last, the scoop on Hannah and JFK Jr., Cruz and his new co-star. A dozen surprising pairings, and this week's People let you in on who's wooing who. And so much more. This week, Kiss and Tell. People, that's what we're all about.
The evidence is clear. More vocals and easy hits of the past and present make WXEZ, FM 100, and AM 820 a perfectly sound conclusion.
Some say they were killed off by a meteorite. I have a hard time believing that theory.
A lot of interesting things go through a kid's mind at the Field Museum.
He forced me to reevaluate my significance in the universe.
So with all the ways you can entertain your kids, why not show their minds a good time? Come explore Chicago's Field Museum.
All in all, a most rewarding experience.
It's the smart way to have fun.
Channel 2, WBBM Television.
Unit Zappa is here. Now, before we take a look at a little bit of the show, I want to press you a little further here. How many shows have you done so far this?
We did 13 shows.
Now, do you seriously, Moon, and use all the body language you want, so we're very clear as to what you're saying here. Do you like the way the show looks? Is the show what you hoped it would be when you were putting it together?
You know, Pat, I was looking at this bowl of brown M&Ms, and I was thinking this is truly a metaphor for the way CBS works. Sure, they've taken out the red ones, and the yellow ones, and the green ones, and the blue ones, and whatever other color. But you know what I see there? I don't see a bowl of brown M&Ms. I see love and dedication. Somebody had to do all that stuff. They had to take out all that stuff.
I've never heard it put quite so eloquently.
And they taste just as good.
And they're just fine, aren't they? Yeah, I think that... The M&M metaphor, we'll remember this. Well, having said that, I guess this would be a fine time to have a look at a piece of the action here. Do you care to, as we do on talk shows, set up the clip?
Well, funnily enough, as I'm sitting here eating M&Ms, I believe we're going to see a clip from a diet episode. So it's funny to me, but it will be funny to you after you see the clip, or maybe not. But I think we should just probably roll the clip and
yeah, I guess that's
diet episode.
They'll either be laughter or
I think
not.
it's going to be the one that airs tomorrow.
And it's called Normal Life.
Yeah.
Mom, you'd assault your firstborn over a snack food? If it comes to that. Now give me those cookies.
All right, fine. Hope you're done with those. We can start it on these. Huh? What do we got here? Give me.
You're right, Tess. Shouldn't get crazy over a bunch of Oreos. But there's nothing that says we can't smell them.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, we can smell them.
Line them up real pretty, honey. You do? Line them up real pretty.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. Okay. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Did you think, going back a few years, did you think in a few years you would be doing a television situation comedy? Is that something you aspired to?
Yeah, I mean, I knew I'd be entertaining my family and myself, but I didn't know I'd be doing it in front of audiences and things like that. So, yeah, I wasn't prepared for the cameras, no.
What about the singing part of your life? You had the Valley Girl song, which is...
Well, I didn't actually sing. I did a character, a Valley Girl character, and I don't really feel comfortable singing. I don't feel that I have, I don't know, a message there. If I were going to sing, I would probably want to invent a heavy metal country western sort of category because that's about the key I can sing in, so it would, you know.
When growing up in the Zappa household, and I don't know much about your mother, but your father, would it be fair to call him sort of anti-establishment? Would that be a good word for him? He has that aura.
Okay, I'm gonna say that. Not my words, but okay.
Okay, but what I'm leading is a long preamble here to this, that kids will often rebel at home against their parents. I just wonder what you rebel against when Frank Zappa's raising you.
Well, you know, there's really nothing to rebel against, sadly enough, and no, it was the only thing that I do now that's truly rebellious is my house is immaculate, spotless. I'm anal retentive about keeping my house really clean. I mean, you could eat off the floors at my parents' house, but there's piles of things.
So you have to find room for what you eat.
Yeah, I suppose so. So yeah,
that's your big rebellion.
That's it. Yeah.
You are.
Yeah.
I'm
a
devil.
So dull, but I'm cool. Yeah. Yeah. Outrageous here.
Yeah, that is absolutely amazing. Would you? Can you see yourself as a parent down the road? Do you ever give that any thought? I mean, how you might raise your kids if they would. First of all, did you have a lot of freedoms? You think as a kid? Did you?
I had it's kind of odd. Just having all that freedom, and I think that I would definitely raise my kids the same way. I feel a lot of pressure in naming the children.
Yeah.
Because
try June and Ward. Just a couple of names that pop to mind. Would you try to go to something would you look for something unusual? You think? Yeah.
Again, pressure there to name things. So,
hard to top.
I have unnamed things in my house. A bear, pathetically unnamed, on my bed.
You don't. Is this like so? This is some hang up in life. You don't name anything that belongs to you.
No, and then my father names everything. He's.
Do you have a pet? Do you have any pets?
No, no pets.
Because you're
afraid of naming
them. Yeah. That's a real problem you're having. Well, I hope you get that straightened out before your life ends, which I trust will be decades from now.
Thank you very much.
Normal Life, it's called. It airs Wednesdays, 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock,
It'll be your second episode tomorrow.
That's right, yeah.
Good. I wish you a lot of luck.
Thank you
Say hi
very
to
much.
Dweez.
All right,
thanks,
thank
Moon,
you.
very much. Moon, the Unit Zappa. We'll be back with Maurice Hines. Stay right there. Very nice.
The Pat Sajak Show, sponsored by Ford Motor Company. At Ford, quality is job one. And by Drixoral, the 12-hour prescription-strength cold medicine.
It's called Drixoral, a powerful 12-hour cold medicine that at one time you couldn't buy without a doctor's prescription. Today you can. Drixoral works just as hard against colds as it always did. You just don't have to work so hard to get it. 12-hour prescription-strength Drixoral. You don't need a prescription, just a cold. Now Drixoral also comes in a 12-hour non-drowsy formula.
Ford, profiles in quality, continuous improvement.
When your goal is to build the highest quality cars and trucks in the world, you can't stand still.
For the 1990s, we applied new technologies.
New thinking in how we build our cars.
Today, we're building cars so tight, so solid, so precise.
We can compete with anything, made anywhere, by anybody.
Coming soon, the all-new Ford Escort and Mercury Tracer. Quality is job one.
Ocean spray, cranberry cool, cranberry crisp. Ocean spray, most refreshing is.
Ocean Spray cranberry drinks, they're music to your mouth.
It can be hard, looking at crunchy roasted almonds and creamy milk chocolate. Unless you have a Hershey almond bar to keep you company. Hershey, the great American chocolate bar.
By the time you're in your 20s, you have a pretty good idea of who you're starting to be and how you want to look. Here's a big help in that department. Nice and easy. Nothing drastic. A boost of color for your hair. A boost lighter, a boost darker, or just a boost.
It looks good. It feels good. People say nice things about you.
Nice and easy.
You, only better.
Yo, I'm a hot potato MC and the fries. There's a new game, McDonald's fries surprise. When you buy hash browns, large and medium fries, peel off the tab and play fries surprise. Surprise is like a 69-cent Big Mac, dude. Up to 10,000 cash, it just takes a winning attitude. Trips anywhere, Delta Airlines flies. Every time you play, you win a prize. McDonald's fries surprise won't last long, so hurry and play before it's...
Thanks, Barnaby. Thanks, guys. Our next guest is a fine dancer, singer, actor. Film and stage credits include the Cotton Club, Sophisticated Ladies, and UB. Ladies and gentlemen, the very talented Maurice Hines. Maurice? Hey!
Well, how you doing?
I couldn't be better. Why are we shouting?
I have no idea, because you know why?
Why?
I am feeling absolutely fabulous. You know, I'm new. I'm new to Los Angeles, so I'm loving it out here.
Now, how new are you?
About 8 months and an earthquake new.
Oh,
that's how new.
Oh, was that your first?
This was my first earthquake. I got to tell you, I was not prepared.
No.
I was standing by the piano, and I'm watching TV, and I hear this rumbling. And right away, I'm new from New York. I figured, well, I didn't know they had subways out here in North
Good
Hollywood,
thinking.
you know. So all of a sudden it dawns on me, ain't no subways in L.A. Oh. I said, okay, now, Maurice, you're going to be calm because you are a fierce dancer, so you could dance your way through this earthquake. I'm not. So I walked calmly to the car, is what I did.
To the car?
To the car. You know, they tell you to stand in the doorway, but I didn't build that house. I don't know about the doorway. I'm renting, you know. So I went to the car because they said with the insulation, with the wheels, and I wanted to have mobility just in case the ground was moving, I could get away from there.
Drive somewhere else.
Yes, indeed.
So did it go okay in the car? Did you have a good time?
Well, yeah, I did. I had a good time.
How long did you spend in there?
I said, well, you know what I did? Only my mother finds this humorous, but I think it's funny, too. I always buy 2 sets of everything. Like I got 2 sets of this outfit.
No.
So I got so worried, you know, I don't want to be it without my drag. I got to have my clothes with me when the earthquake hits. So I went and put a whole suitcase of my 2nd set of clothes. And put it in the trunk of my car. So wherever I was, I'd have some fierce drag on.
From this,
You know, I ain't playing. You ain't joking around, I got my drag.
From this angle, you don't look like a sick human being.
Well, well, you see,
what is this? Everybody has a little hang-up here tonight. What is yours with 2 of everything?
I don't, you know, I think it started because I wasn't exactly poor as a child.
But you only had 1 of
But
everything.
I have 1 of everything.
Yeah.
You know.
If you'd grown up with 2, you'd probably want 3
Want
now.
3, of course.
Sure.
No, but I always wanted, I started, I think, in my teens, because I bought this fabulous sweater, and I lost it, and then I had to go to the manufacturer and do all that stuff, and I never could get it again, so I said, that will never happen to me again.
I'm happy for you.
But you know what? My mother called me because she lives in Las Vegas. And when she was going to move from Brooklyn, we were originally from Brooklyn, and she said, well, I'm moving to Las Vegas. I said, Mother, why don't you move to Los Angeles? You know, it's more... She said, no, you know, I've heard, I've always wanted oceanfront property. So I said, what's that? What do you mean? Oh, that's a desert. Vegas is a desert. So she said, well, you know, I heard this earthquake is going to come, and when it does, Vegas will be oceanfront property.
Mom plans ahead.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So when it hit, she said, you better come down here because I'm in my oceanfront property house right now when this hits.
Yeah, well, I hope you have a cellular phone because you'll be in your car.
I'll be in my car, baby, heading towards Vegas.
Now, is this, now, is your mother sounds like she might be a bit of a, I want to say this respectfully about Mom, but a bit of a character? Is that?
She is, but, you know, she's sort of like, she's a wonderful woman. Without her, me or my brother wouldn't have any success at all. I mean, she really took us to the dance classes, did all that stuff. But what she does, like I was out here at the Pantages with Melba Moore. In fact, Melba was on your show.
Yeah, sure.
And she comes to see the show. And my mother does the same thing each time. She cries right away. Oh, my baby, my baby, my baby. My baby. She takes it out.
An emotional one.
Emotional.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it stops and she said, you know, Maurice, I didn't hear any bravos tonight at all. I said, well, Mother, you know, I'm working myself. I mean, you know, no. I got to hear bravos, and I want to see standing ovations. So she's sort of like between. You know, she loves me. Yeah. She realizes that I'm not a well person. So she has to constantly look out for me. That's what mothers do.
Because we don't know much, you know, from Hines, and Dad, we know about Gregory, we know about Maurice, we know about Dad. And how is Dad, by the way?
He's fine.
Good.
He plays golf. You know, he just came back from a golf thing in Phoenix. He did that. And my grandmother, he just called me because my grandmother, she was living out here. But she was here a while ago and felt the earthquake, and she moved back to Brooklyn.
Did she, right?
Yes, she's back in Brooklyn.
You're kind of a skittish bunch, you Hines.
Yeah,
aren't you?
well, earthquake, you can't be fooling with the earthquake, they're fierce. Skittish.
Yeah. Do you enjoy getting recognized? You enjoy being famous? You like?
Well, you know, I'm not really famous, but people really do recognize me. I don't know why. I mean, I walked in here today, and I'm not that visible because I've been choreographing. In fact, I choreographed Quincy Jones and Ray Charles in the video with, I know that seems weird, but I got Ray Charles to dance.
Was he good?
Oh, he is spectacular. First of all, he does it full out for you, 3 hours without stopping. He won't even rest. So, and Quincy, you know, was nervous. I said, no, Ray is going to teach you to dance. So I taught him to dance. So I do that, and I'm not out there that much. I'm writing. I'm about to direct my first feature film this summer called Sylvia's, which is about...
But why...
Isn't that wonderful?
So why
It took me a long time. I'm happy about it.
Yeah.
And it's about soul food. It's about a soul food restaurant. Have you ever eaten soul food?
This is going to surprise you. I know, Maurice, but I I don't eat a lot of soul food.
What? Oh, no, you got to.
Now, I know that they call me, around here, they call me Mr. Funk, and yet despite that, I don't...
No, wait. Say that again. They called you Mr. What?
Funk.
Okay.
Funk. What exactly is soul food? How will I know it when it reaches up and bites me?
Well, when you eat soul food, you immediately go, after you have a big meal, you go, ha! That's what you do. So, exactly what you do.
If I don't do that, it's not
It ain't soul food.
He cleared it up. We'll take a break and we'll be back and hear more from Mr. Soul.
Anyone who knows Easter knows Reese's peanut butter eggs are two great tastes that taste great together. Reese's peanut butter Easter eggs, they're getting quite a reception.
Gee, sounds awful, Bob.
It's no day at the beach, Steve. Sore throat, cough.
Try one of these.
Sugar-free Nice showers your throat with medicine for icy, cool relief.
Oh, cool. Feels better. Guess it's back to work for me.
Yeah. Put your throat on ice with Nice.
Don't dads get a day off?
Cold. The crisp scent opens your eyes. Coast. Your spirits start to rise. Coast is the way to bring you back to life.
The scent awakens your senses.
Hey, you guys. Where you been? Coast brings you back to life.
Right now, during Maytag's Factory Direct sale, we're bringing you special savings on dependable Maytag washers, energy-efficient gas dryers, Jet Clean dishwashers, and Maytag Easy Clean natural gas ranges. And get the year 2000 money-back guarantee on our refrigerators. But if you don't hurry to Maytag's Factory Direct sale, you could be
out in the cold. Save on Maytag now at Beatty Appliance and Electric, Bradley and Orland Park, Tragey Brothers, Forest Park.
Motra, now my car shifts sweet. Motra, at a price you can't beat. You better ship to Motra and ship for the better right now.
Come on into Motra for a 23-point diagnostic check. It's free, no obligation, so you can save down the road.
You better ship to Motra and ship for the better right now.
Thank you, Motra.
Thank you, Motra.
Thank you, Motra.
Terrestrius Development introduces Abbey Woods luxury townhomes in Lombard, just minutes from Oak Brook. Price includes fireplaces, full basements, and the Howe 10-year warranty. All from $189,950. For a free brochure, call Terrestrius at 1-800-344-3050. Terrestrius introduces Casey Farms executive single-family homes in Hoffman Estates, just minutes from Woodfield Mall and Poplar Creek Golf Course. Priced from $229,950. Terrestrius offers high-efficient gas heat. For a free brochure, call Terrestrius at 1-800-344-3050.
You got to accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative. Latch on to the affirmative. Don't mess with Mr. In Between. That's right. Accentuate the positive.
Maurice Hines is here. Now, I hope I'm not speaking out of school here, but I'm going to check out a rumor. I heard that in the last day or so, your mother and maybe your father called you to warn you, to alert you not to say anything untoward on this show. Do you have a habit of doing that?
I do. I'm always surprised when I'm asked to do these shows because I'm so truthful. I'm really honest. And so my father called me last night. He said, okay, Maurice, I hear you're going to be on Mr. Sajak's show. Watch your mouth.
What is she afraid you might say?
Well, no, see, you're up to something, Pat.
No.
No. I can tell. I can tell. Mr. Funk strikes again. No, there'll be no funking over here. There'll be funking. No funking. You are up to something. Look at that look.
No. I would just want to...
Don't give me the... Tom warned me. Tom warned me about you.
Is she afraid that you'll say something about, what, people? That
No,
get you in trouble about?
No, see, since I'm a choreographer and I'm doing... In fact, hopefully I'll be doing a ballet on Albanelli's company, and I do more than tap dance. And so I have opinions about choreographers or people who call themselves choreographers. Yeah. And so my mother... Now, you are so clever. You have led me into hanging myself. I'm not doing this.
I didn't understand that phrase. I didn't understand that phrase.
No, you understood the phrase.
No, people who call themselves choreographers?
Well, you know, there's people out here. See, New York choreographers are very different. California choreographers are different than New York. It's a different kind of thing. See, I'm going to be real diplomatic, because I'm about to sing, and I'm not going to let you make me hang myself. Pat Sajak. I'm not letting you.
All right.
No, but that's not... And I have opinions, because choreographers, it's like a laid-back thing out here. And I'm still got the New York energy, as you can tell. I'm about to jump off this couch. I mean, I'm very revved all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm still new. So they get nervous around me, other choreographers.
So who's the most overrated choreographer working?
Oh, no, you don't. You see,
don't blame me for taking a shot.
No, you can take a shot. I mean, see, you always get me to say it because I don't get angry. But, you know, when I see jive going down, I got to say it. Yeah. And there's some jive out here. Yeah. there's plenty jive out here. But, I think it's... I think it's time.
You really want to go sing?
I better start singing with this fabulous orchestra. I'm going to do Stephen Still's song, Love the One You're With.
You got it.
You got it? Okay.
Maurice Hines.
If you're down, you are confused, and you cannot remember, no, who you're talking to. Concentration slips away because your baby so far away. Well, there's a rose in a misty glow, and the eagle flies with the dove. If you cannot be with the one you love, love the one you're with, love the one you're with, love the one you're with, love the one you're with. Don't be angry, don't you feel sad, don't you sit crying over good times you had. There's a girl, she's right next to you, and she just waiting for something to do. There's a rose in a misty glass, and the eagle flies with the dove. If you cannot be with the one you love, love the one you're with, love the one you're with. Hey, all right. Hey. Take your time. I'll play, baby. You ain't playing. Love the one you're with. How about this guy back here? Is he well? Play, baby. Turn your heartache into joy. She's a girl, you are a boy. You got to get it together, make it nice. Ain't gonna need any more. There's a rose in a misty glove, and the eagle flies with the dove. If you cannot be with the one you love, love the one you're with, love the one you're with, love the one you're with, love the one you're with. Hey, they're fierce, I'm fierce,
Now Burger King is turning hours into seconds. Because after 4 p.m., when you buy one BK Broiler flame-broiled chicken sandwich, you get a second for just 99 cents. For a great deal on a great-tasting chicken sandwich, sometimes you've got to break the rules.
Here are 2 great new ways to enjoy Triscuit. Triscuit Bits and Triscuit Tons. Same big crunch, same weedy taste. Look for Triscuit Bits in stores right now. As for Triscuit Tons, we're still working on the box.
Small news from SOS.
Introducing SOS Juniors.
It's a new smaller size that'll clean it away. Just SOS that start fresh each day. New SOS Juniors.
These guys are strong, like big SOS, but small, so when the mess is cleaned up, they're all used up.
Grab a junior a day. It's a new way to say SOS.
Use them and toss them.
SOS Juniors.
So, you buying a new car?
Yeah.
Looked at a Nissan Stanza?
No.
Why?
I'm getting an Accord.
Stanza has more horsepower.
Yeah?
Want to test drive a Stanza?
No.
Why?
I'm getting an Accord.
Oh, take a test drive. If you buy an Accord, we'll give you $100.
Why?
Well, we think once you drive a Stanza, you won't want an Accord.
Okay, wait. I test drive a Stanza.
Yeah.
I buy an Accord.
Yeah.
I get $100.
Yeah.
What do I get if I buy a Stanza?
A great car at a great price.
Oh.
Take the Nissan Stanza Challenge now.
Imagine a Disneyland as big as the city of San Francisco. A Disney World with a surprise around every corner. 43 square miles of tropical paradise. The spectacular Disney MGM Studios theme park. And the incredible Epcot Center. Imagine yourself here. Walt Disney World in Florida. As big as imagination gets.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is gonna be new for comedy.
A late night first. Dance! Presenting Arsenio's new model monologue for the 90s. With dancers. You're a step ahead with Arsenio.
Singer Patty Austin, actress Sarah Jessica Parker, and movie critics Siskel and Ebert on the next Arsenio Hall Show.
Tonight at 11:30 on Channel 2. WLS-AM Talk Radio 890 is your hotline to Chicago.
And I'm glad to hear Chicago parents are finally getting together to fight drugs in the schools.
On WLS, all day, every day, you talk Chicago issues.
I think there's too many aldermen using race just to get votes.
On WLS, you join the conversation live.
We're Americans. I'm sick of these pipsqueak countries pushing us around.
WLS puts you on the radio. WLS Talk Radio 890. We talk Chicago.
Now, got a little backed up here. Just time to say our goodnights and see Dan. Did you enjoy yourself? We just heard your dulcet tones tonight.
I'm glad I got on because I spent, as you know, 2 hours in makeup.
When you're not on, you get really steamed.
It would have been a horrible waste of time. Yeah, I had a good time. Enjoyed the show. Maurice was terrific.
Yeah, he was. Did you watch the awards yesterday?
Yes, I did. I enjoyed the Academy Awards. I thought Morgan Freeman should have won Best Actor.
Really?
For Driving the Stage. I mean, I liked the guy that won. He's great. And I thought Roger and Me should have been in there for the best documentary. Other than that, I was happy with it.
Well, thank you. I didn't know we were going to get this critique of the voting of the Academy. Well, I'm sure that your word will carry a lot of weight with him.
I thought I should have been up for something.
Yeah, you're up for a rest. Anyway, tomorrow, by the way, you know who's going to be here tomorrow?
Let me guess.
Go ahead. See if you know who's going to be on the show tomorrow.
Gary Marshall?
That's right. Directing Pretty Woman, the new film. Who else?
I have no idea. I saw that on the board as I was coming down.
Dennis Wolfberg's here tomorrow.
Oh, yeah?
He's always very funny. And musician Hugh Masekela will be with us. Our thanks, in addition to Mr. Hines for being here, also Valerie Bertinelli and Moon Unit Zappa. Do you have a middle name? Do you have a middle
yes,
name?
I do.
What is it?
Dan.
You're Dan Miller?
No, no, Dan is my middle name.
Oh, well, maybe we'll find out what your first name is
Someday.
one day, but we have no time now. Bye. Thanks, Tom.
Mary Smith.
And I'm Paula Zahn. Wednesday, backstage at Designing Women with Dixie Carter and Annie Pop.
Also, Rosemary Clooney. Thursday, Gene Stapleton and Whoopi Goldberg on CBS this morning.
This is CBS.